Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is Cintron, and my case is the people of the state of New York against Arcadius Marcas and Whitesell Ivancic.
Okay.
What happened was it was the middle of the night, and both defendants broke into the victim's home, and the victim told them to please leave, and that he would not call the police. They refused, and they began to. Instead, they hurled ethnic slurs and made racial charged gestures, such as the Hitler, like salute, yeah, the Nazi salute, yeah. Seconds later, the victims came. The victim ran to the kitchen. Both defendants followed him to the kitchen, and they punched him in his face. And Walter, one of the defendants, began sexually harassing him, touching him, assuming he was gay. The victim, they both grabbed the victim's genitals and ripped his underwear off. Police said that the victim managed to break free again and eventually made his way out of the apartment, where he called 911. That was the information given. Walter was found guilty. They were both found. One of them was found guilty in the following counts. It was burglary in the first degree as a hate crime, burglary in the first degree, robbery in the first degree as a hate crime, robbery in the first degree, assault in the first degree as a hate crime, and assault in the first degree, robbery in the second degree as a hate crime, robbery in the second degree, assault in the second degree as a hate crime, assault in the second degree, sexual abuse in the first degree as a hate crime, sexual abuse in the first degree, criminal mischief in the fourth degree as a hate crime, and criminal mischief in the fourth degree.
So they were convicted of almost everything they got indicted for,
Yeah.
right? And was that after trial?
Yeah.
And do you know what their sentences were?
I know one that was for 15 years.
15?
Yeah, which was Mark Gatz, 15.
And I'm sure the other got at least the same. Okay. Once again, burglary in the first degree is a Class B felony. Was a hate crime, it's enhanced to a higher degree of crime, could be sentenced as a Class A felon. Do you know if the sentence was 15 years to life or just 15 years?
Since Walter was the one that began doing the sexual harassment, thing was like 14 to life.
14 to life.
Yeah,
right.
the first one didn't. It was just
so they were sentenced as Class A felons because of the increment of the crime as a hate crime. So they could end up, depending how they do, in prison for life, and they probably deserve it. Okay. Any questions?
So was it told like a hate on hate? Because first they were being hateful, the fact that he was Jewish, but they were going against it because he was gay. Is that hate on hate, or just like one case?
Well, it's really, as a hate crime, as a hate crime. As I said before, if there's two reasons for the hating, it's still, you can't increase it more than one level. So it makes no difference. Hate is hate, whether it's one hates, two hates, or three hates. Okay? All right?
Thank you.
Thank you. Good job.